Get some!
Well, a big shazam to you people. We start right now. Next, this U.S. pass holder, too ashamed to call myself an American anymore, will always support Ukraine.
Ha! Gay!
All right, if you've never seen one of these before, it's a lot of fun. It's Tuesday. We don't really know what we call it on Tuesday, Taco Tuesday or something. Got some news stories for you, a bunch of memes. You're going to be up to date by the end of this, and at the very end's my favorite. One more, then we're doing some news. Next, Retard Finder at I Find Retards says, look, I found the retard of the entire year. And it's Zelensky. Get him, Greta!
How dare you!
All right, we're opening in Tennessee. Bill prohibits Tennessee doctors from asking patients about gun ownership. I've said on this channel 6,000 times, they're not going to come down the driveway for your guns. There's going to be some examples where they do that, but as a whole, they do workarounds. Y'all know that whole idea where doctors are like, you got any guns in the household? This is House Bill 387, making it illegal for doctors to ask that. There is a carve-out, which I'm okay with that. We can have this conversation. Psychiatrists and psychologists, maybe a psychiatrist, somebody with an MD. I'm not comfortable with the government making any decisions about us, but maybe with mental health stuff, a conversation. I don't know. House Bill 387 is in process. My favorite meme about this, next. Doctor, do you have any guns in your home? Me, Doc, I have a gun in your office. Right here. Got it right here. These nuts. All right, let's go to Colorado next. The Denver Post says this. Colorado Democrats are ready to pass a sweeping gun control bill. What would it do, and is it constitutional? The answer is nope. All right, it's in the Colorado General Assembly right now. It's going through the processes. One step has already passed. Senate Bill 25-003. It originally was all about assault weapons, and now it's moved to sweeping rules about semi-automatics. And now with they've typed in some new stuff and done some changes with this first round. It's no longer a ban on semi-automatics, but it's much, much worse. It's not just a ban on semi-automatics. There's an application process that requires the gun owner to sign an eligibility card. The applicant is required to take a 4 to 12-hour safety course, which also includes victim awareness and empathy training. Gay! There's an exam with a pass, no pass, 90% or better. It also has a registry. And even if you fail that 90% pass or no pass exam, you go on the registry. So you're somebody that wants to get a gun. Colorado is full of a bunch of crap. Empathy training. Oh my gosh. Let's just show empathy for nope. This is a big no from me. Don't go to Colorado. Don't visit Colorado. If you're in Colorado, we're thinking about you. I'm sorry. This is a lot to deal with. We're watching it. Speaking of empathy, this dude over the weekend was chasing a couple people around with a knife, and they fled into God's chicken. Holy smokes, it must not have been a Sunday. If it had been Sunday, those people would have been gone themselves. Heads into God's chicken, and an off-duty police officer pulls his weapon, pop, and ends that dude's life. Get him out of the gene pool. Get him out of here. I love it. I love this story. A good dude with a gun ends the problem. I like it. And in steps Boston Mayor Michelle Wu. She's been in the news before. She is nothing but a virtue signaling politician, and she does a big apology for the dude that's laying on the ground taking the room temperature challenge. Her words were this: my condolences and all of our thoughts are with the family of the individual whose life has been lost. That's one way to say it. The other way to say it is, sorry you're taking a room temperature challenge. Everybody else and all other criminals take note. I'm going to say it verbally because you bunch of crapheads can't read. I'm going to say it out loud. You chase people with a knife, you become room temperature. And it's all about virtue signaling. Look at me. I have, like the guy we started with, he had that little Ukrainian symbol. The dude can't point out Ukraine on a map. But since the television shows their Messiah, who is a gay dancing comedian, He wears that symbol. Now we got a virtue signal to show that signal. It reminds me of the guy that I showed y'all yesterday. Ooh, he's all crying and just talking about, my Messiah's in trouble. I better quit preaching. Let's go to the Supreme Court next. Supreme Court is going to weigh in on Mexico's claim that U.S. gun makers aid and abet drug cartel violence. Yeah, y'all remember this. It's a lawsuit that came out about a year ago, and the Estados Unidos Mexicanos is suing Smith & Wesson brands because it's their fault. A gun manufacturer based out of Tennessee, it's their fault that the cartels are producing violence and they can't contain it. It's really odd to me how they can't contain it. There's a lot in there to unpack, but the Supreme Court is going to see this case, and I think it's going to get thrown out on its ear. A lot going on in Mexico. How did a country that's 95+% Catholic vote in a lady with that name right there? My favorite meme about this cartel violence. Next, how I look at bro and we are being held hostage by the cartel. And he says, I have some D's for you. And the cartel guy says, KSDs. Oh.
These nuts. Got him.
All right, today's episode is brought to you by you people in the You People Army. Thank you for every thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. We're going to have a huge week this week. Join me tomorrow on Hump Wednesday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Last week I did this one next. Condoms in kindergarten. If you missed that one, that's a wild ride there. I got a little fired up on that one. Top comment coming in from that one is this next. At ZillaF1840 says, I think this is your first video, very long time subscriber. Thanks, brother. In which I enjoyed none of it. I'm sick to my stomach of these at each of these topics. You're not wrong and don't need to simmer down. I probably do. We need more people like you with a voice to stand up. I agree. We need a lot of folks to be able to fight this fight, whether you're doing it at the water cooler at work or just blasting your great aunt who's crazy leftist on Facebook, talking to your neighbors, your friends, or just setting an example in your community of what it means to be a constitutional conservative and not giving one word, no conversation with the leftists and the liberals and the progressives and the communists. Go cry, you bunch of commies. We all need to stand up. I love it. To the memes. This is going to hurt. Next. Hey, baby. The average gunfight happens at 3 feet and has an average of 3 rounds fired. Revolver owners. All right, this next one I think is the one that hurts. Yes, next. Your gun is just as good. Poor people. Just as good. I fired 50 rounds without a failure. No, it's a pile of crap. You get what you pay for. Next. Hey, Dad, what happened to my college fund? Nothing, son. Nothing. Nothing at all. It's right there. It's in my room, my gun room. Next. Money for transgender comic books in Peru. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Money for hurricane victims. Not so much. They're sleeping in tents 11 miles from here. Next. To the B. FBI investigation shows Epstein list shredded itself. Oh, next. Zelensky packing all his clothes and returning to the Ukraine. Him just a little guy. Next. Hey, House of No Cars. You got nothing to play here. Get out. Your stupid green outfit. Next. Simon says, no one laughs or even smiles when I sing, Lord, I was born a scrambling man. Every time I make eggs, but that's the dad's life, baby. Next. Hey, baby, say government. Say government. Criminal organization. Same thing, Chad. Same thing. Next. Deported illegals could have cured cancer or been an astronaut. Interesting. Now do aborted babies. What could they have become? Next. Federal employees. 5 things you did last week. Sorry. It's your kryptonite. Next. I stand with Ukraine. Be honest. I am being honest. I don't care about Ukraine. I just hate Trump. Thank you. That's where we're at. Next. India's first trans clinic forced to close after USAID cuts. Staff at Mito Clinic in the Poop Village have been fired and patients are advised to seek alternative treatment elsewhere. India's first trans clinic is a closing.
Well, bye.
All right, next. Barley says, in this thread, we will post black people understanding Trump better than the highest paid political pundits. All right, you got my attention. Next. Bay Savage says, Trump was talking to Zelensky like they was at a dice game. I don't sure if I understand that, but I like it. I do. I really like that. Next. Carly Bond says, U.S. aid to Ukraine, $175 billion under Biden. Under Trump, zero. That's it. None. Gunther says, it's exactly what I voted for. Get some. Next. This lost at the ballot box, and this won the popular vote, Electoral College, Senate, and House. Get some. Talk to the hand, little man. Talk to the hand. Next. When your lunch break is over and you still have to work for another 30 years, George is getting sad. Next, the man my parents raised me to be, and the man I am becoming. Honest truth, I have no idea who that is. I like the meme. I hope that's not nothing bad. Inform me down below. Y'all do so good on informing me. Who is that? I don't know. Am I becoming a samurai? Next, when you're a modern-day serf laboring away each day for the benefit of your military-industrial complex master. Paying big pharma, paying the military-industrial. Next, limited government. Yeah, no government. Oh, yeah. Chuck Schumer, go.
People are aroused. I haven't seen people so aroused in a very, very long time.
All right, next. Remember when you guys called yourselves the resistance while you hatefully screamed at everyone to comply with and obey government orders about COVID? That was awesome. I remember that. Next. My FBI agent enjoying one last meme of mine mocking him because he couldn't fill out 5 bullet points proving he's productive. He's not. To the home stretch. Next. And just like that, Democrats don't like investigations anymore. If I was going anywhere, I was running. Next. Politics breaking. Bom, bom, bom. This is real. Zelensky claims, not sure that we did something bad after Trump Oval Office blow up, but of course can fix the bond. Winner of today, shocked face, Michael Henry with a 2-pack. Next. Michael Henry says, he reposts, Pilled Groiper. Went into Starbucks this morning, paid for my order. Barista, marry me. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Because of Trump, you can say it now. Barista, relieved. Hail Hitler! And everybody clapped. Aye. Drum-a-lama, go!
Woo! Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here.
Aye, my heart goes out to you. Holy smokes. Winner of today. I'll see y'all tomorrow on Hump Wednesday. It's going to be fun. Don't miss it. Next. Headed to Pornhub. Rich man publicly humiliates Ukrainian whore. Aye. American flag shotgun guy, go. Get some.
Back me up, go all in, by Joe Biden. I gotta win, save the country from sin. I won't never slack up, get your money back up. Try and cuss my voter and you're bound to get smacked up. Get up, stand up, throw your MAGA hats up. If you got the feeling, Kamala's unappealing.
This gun fits my hand better than this one does.
Diabetes.